Right, hello. It is... Hopefully my voice is getting through. Ads 20,000 is here to commentate some very fast Westall gameplay, so this is going to be interesting. And of course, Snowman 99, who I know from before. Yeah, Westall is zooming. What can I say? Although Snowman survived a whole 2 minutes 10. Holy moly! Well done, Snowman. Yeah, I'm not the go-to commentary, but no one else is free apparently, so here I am. And I happen to be free. A nice triple from Snowman. It's a nice opening burst from Snowman. Westall has a similar one. Snowman's the one who's left with pretty messy garbage to deal with, though. Can they get down? No, they can't. That's another one for Westall. Snowman couldn't hold on as long this time round. TKI from Westall. Even the GOAT plays TKI, because TKI never dies. I'm afraid, aside from TKI, I do not recognise many openers. Westall's already on a 13. Back-to-back sends it, and Snowman is dead. Already. Damn. Another TK from Westall. Westall getting that back-to-back train going. With LST. LST to really get that out at 6 pieces per second. 5.7 pieces per second LST. This is insane. 300 APM? Yeah, that's just... Flipping. Westall was playing score attack in Tetrio. Again, Westall, well, okay, had to go back to back there. I guess Westall's a little bit too worried about all this garbage. Westall gets all the way to the bottom and now can, get the LST going again. This man's addicted. Someone's help. Someone stop him. Oh my word. 30 spike. No, Snowman's dead. Snowman survives, sends a little spike in response. Ooh, gets a nice colour clear, and right down to the bottom. Snowman looks like they're in a good position, but Westall's on a 11 back-to-back. Oh, and it's even without sending that, it's already sending Snowman up their board, and Snowman gets sent the spike and cannot survive. Very hard to keep up against Westall. Snowman is actually doing some pretty good play here, but when you're fighting the Speed Demon, it's just hard to keep up. It's hard for anyone to keep up. Snowman getting the early burst in there though. Westall covering their well a bit towards the end. So there is no sweep here. Snowman is a little bit too consistent to be swept. Oh, nice J-spin. Keep a little bit back-to-back there. Oh, they do get enough back-to-back to send a surge, which helps. A little surge helps with a bit of survival, but can't keep it going afterwards to actually downstack. Oh, it's looking good for Snowman here, building a TP spin on top of that well, but Takes a little bit too much time to go down there, and Westall going at 6 PPS still is sending a lot of pressure. You can't afford to hesitate for even a second against Westall. Yeah, pretty average. Westall is just a 5 PPS player. You have to stop being surprised now. But like I say, Snowman's actually doing pretty well to hold their own in a lot of these matches, but sadly the scoreline is pretty one-sided. Top 50 sprint from Ellis, but yeah. Like I say, it's score attacking Tetra, it's scary. Well, that's, yeah. Oh yeah, that was LST, not ST, my bad. Not quite score attack. Gaming is happening. Snowman can't downstack efficiently enough given the incoming pressure, and that is a near sweep for Westall. I mean, Westall's got to get better still, obviously. Westall's still lost against Isley in the majors. And we got the bracket up here. Westall takes his winner's semi-match against Snowman. We've got Gemini versus Never Say GG. I'm trying to remember who that is. Someone I should know. Gigawatt. Thank you, Sketched. It is Gigawatt. I knew I recognized the name. It's nice to see some veterans of the community still hanging around in this very fast-paced meta. Gemini highest siege though. Do we know who Gemini is? Yes, I have. I think I have heard of Jackman. Yeah, okay. 29 in TL. Pretty high up in a very competitive TL. It does seems like there's a bit of huge dodging in TL, so it's hard to know what to make of the rankings, but you know, getting high up on there is still a significant achievement. Reviewing TL looks like Psychic Gohan's about to go unranked, but currently number 3, Cab on top, Gohan second. Of course, Westall down in 12th, Isley in 14th. Probably the 2 favourites of TWC. But yeah, we'll see what Gigawatt's still got in her. Both breaking their surge. Gemini trying to find something there. Yes, J-piece will fit. And so he is able to get down. Effectively stabilizing, building some more T-spins. Gigawatt's in trouble. Oh, and Gemini keeping up the back-to-back there, and that is game 1 to Gemini. More early T-spin looks fairly freestyle to me at this point. Getting out some all-spin as well. Giga burst, break surge Surge. Gemini keeps going for a little bit longer, and so is able to send some more to Giga, but Giga is prepared. And so it's basically back to neutral. Giga able to use a Z spin there to clean up that messy stack. Looks like more misdrops here. Oh, and another T misdrop and a J misdrop. Yeah, that's death for GG there. You gotta fix your misdrops, not put more just misdrops on top of them. You can have it. Gemini with LP star. I'm sure it looked like they were going for a TKI, and that was not a TKI, but they're managing to keep up back to back regardless. As is Giga, both pretty similar at the moment. Although Giga is the one with garbage on her board, sends the surge, but Gemini is maintaining it. 16 charged up, sends it. 20, but that was a whole board's worth of garbage, and yet Giga is not quite dead, but is dead now. Nearly survived, but yeah, Gemini building up that back to back to a full board of garbage was yeah, pretty sensible, I guess. Giga with the TST, or Super T-Spin double. Giga's was in a strong position. Sent up, but it's clean. Can build the T-Spin top, can do the same again. Unfortunately, he has to break back to back before hitting Surge. Gemini in a good position and ends up knocking out Giga. Giga's not got a point yet, which, again, the match doesn't feel that way. Giga's been making some good plays. I guess she's been misdropping a little bit too much. Gemini's been a little bit more consistent. Oh, what a lovely Diao stack from Giga. And yet, Gemini is the one who's back at the bottom. Giga with another strong down stack. Gemini with a strong down stack. It is big damage on all sides at the moment. Giga trying to go down. Yes. Both sides really trying to go down. Both have significant garbage to deal with, but it's also fairly clean, so it's big numbers flying all around. Both playing about 3 pieces per second, and Gemini comes out on top of that exchange of heavy fire. I think Giga could have gone into LS2 there, chooses not to. He's obviously got some garbage to deal with. Gemini has the garbage, but gets it down. Giga sends some back. They're still mostly playing a game of who can get down faster and stronger. Both nearer the bottom now. Still got guys to deal with, which they're obviously not wanting to ignore and build on top of too much. Giga managing to build Surge regardless, sends it, and combines it into more of a down stack for a nice spike, which now puts Gemini onto the back foot. Gemini has to get down. We have seen him get down before. Perfectly capable of getting down from the switch. Whilst he's struggling with that, though, Giga builds up a nice back-to-back, but by that point, Gemini's sorted out his stack enough. It doesn't really pose much of a problem. Oh, Gemini getting down right to the bottom, and that down stack is enough to kill Giga. Definitely feels like the person who has the stronger down stack play is the person who's coming out on top, and both of them are finding pretty good down stack plays, but Gemini, again, it doesn't feel like it with the scoreline, but is coming out on top. Oh, lovely ice spin from Gemini there. See, not clear, but that was a great way to fill in that space. Just see that eyepiece fly into the space impossibly. Thank you, SRS. And Giga gets her first point. Whilst I was busy admiring the ice spin, Giga makes her way onto the scoreboard. Gemini gets the all clear. Oh. Giga goes out early. Is not able to deal with the all clear garbage. TKI from Gemini. Yeah, interesting way down stacking that from Gemini. I think there was probably a way to get 1 T-spins in, but I guess the way that he did it was pretty clean. Oh, nice L spin from Giga, but isn't able to build up to Surge. And this Gemini is not in a terrible position. There's a little bit of messed cheese to deal with. But now it's back down to the clean and sends a 24 spike, and that is enough to kill Giga. Well, it's really dangerous when Gemini gets down to that clean. You know big attacks coming in. And Giga is not often not prepared for it at the moment. And Giga looking to build some back-to-back early. But being sent up already, she'll probably be looking to downstack. Is able to get Surge though. And go up to 5 with the Z-spin. And it's Giga who's able to keep up the pressure this time and take another point. Oh, look at Gemini building up this back-to-back. As is Giga, but not as quickly, and Giga, as a result, has a lot of garbage on her board, and with a misdrop at the top, that is game to Gemini. So, pretty speedy and consistent from Gemini. Again, both with the Surge. Giga's the one who sends it last this time, but both pretty neutral. Gemini, getting T-spin on top of a quad, always a nice way to send pressure. Giga is on the back foot and isn't getting topped out. Gemini building up some nice back-to-back. Back-to-back 11. Still looking really clean. Only one line of garbage at the bottom. Doesn't even need to break the Surge to knock out Giga there. Yeah, impressive performance from Gemini in particular. I think Giga did some really good plays as well, but yeah, you did a. Yeah, I think Giga was playing as well, but yeah, ultimately a few too many misdrops, and Gemini a little bit more consistent at building those back-to-backs and those down stacks. So we have our top 8 bracket filled out now. Nuclear Bread versus one of the many bronies. I've seen this person play in towards Asia Open, I think. Oh, Hugh. Yes, this is Hugh. Hugh is Fluttershy.
I just jumped in.
Oh, hello, welcome.
Um,
This is Danny. Welcome, Danny.
Thank you. It's nice to be here. Nice to be here today.
So yeah, we've got Hugh against Nuclear Bread. Don't think I
Is
know who Nuclear Bread is.
yeah.
It's not a name
I
I
haven't
recognize.
read. I don't think I recognize any of these players. Uh, but they both have similar APM though, and they're pretty similar in PPS as well. I think they're rather close.
Both second in their country. Yeah, he's obviously higher ranked. And both have never been in
Yeah.
X Plus before. Hugh's not that far off,
Oh.
though.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, like they're both similar in PPS and tiny bit similar in APM, but otherwise the versus score might is otherwise Fluttershy is probably more in favor in
Yeah,
versus score.
yeah. It would suggest that Fluttershy, also known as Hugh, is plays a bit more efficiently. But yeah, they play at very similar speeds, more efficiently and probably better downstack as well.
Yeah, it's interesting since they're both close in seed, like seed 8 versus seed 7 match. So pretty interesting to see how they'll play each other.
Hmm.
I mean, anything can happen in this patch, so. Nuclear Bread said, "Nah, I win." I love the confidence in that. The confidence is real.
This is Stratosphere 128, the original Homeburn S series. Toulson 134, so not far behind. I think there's been more Radiants now. TWC. It's worlds.tetra, isn't it? Yeah, Radiant's on 136 is the next one. So that one's ahead of what Tools is on.
Yeah. I mean, both of them have been long running for a while, and it's insane to see how the work that Hummingbird Nest put on these tournaments.
Yeah, it's very good. Sketched Purple and Fire Petal put in a lot of work to keep the show running, keep up um the excellent high level tournaments. Um,
Yeah,
as I was saying, Tetra League having a few problems of integrity at the moment, given the queue dodging. So really, it's only bigger tournaments where we actually gauge how the players at the very top are playing. I think we've only got Westall, who's like really high up, who's playing in this one. But you know, in aggregate, the TWC tournaments together are determining who is definitively the best Tetrio player this year, best Tetrio player at the moment.
yeah,
We're interested to see how it's turning out. Um,
yep. Looks like we're about
yeah,
to get into the game now.
West is going to be very hard to beat in this tournament. But yes, we are looking at loser's side at the moment. This is a warm up. And also, hi, Snowman. Was good to see your match. I thought you did very well against Westall. There's one, I think it was the second round, you survived over 2 minutes, which against Westall's pressure is no mean feat.
For sure. I mean, like when you see Westo play, you have to act quickly because Westo will send like constant amount of pressure and overall has like that efficiency advantage and spin advantage. Not to mention the down stack as well. Able to get out of situations.
Mhm. Both in neutral at the moment in this warm up.
Yeah, right now Nuclear Bird is all spinning though. It did have to break that. But Fluttershy does have like an open well ready to utilize. That sends Nuclear Bird to the top just a little bit. And oh yeah, just the right amount of garbage to be able to take out Fluttershy. That is the warm up batch.
Yeah, Bread was actually the person playing faster there.
Yeah, it did seem like it, and they were able to hold on all spins for quite a while until they did have to break it.
Also, they're seed 7 and 8, so this was a good seeding. Whoever did the seeding. Alright.
Shoutouts. Fluttershy with a nice scam, and that's just enough to top out Nuclear Bread.
Bread with Ascends the Surge. Q has a lot of messy garbage to deal with. Looks like they're thinking quite carefully about how to get it down. Bread is
There,
keeping up the pressure though. No garbage and up to 7 back-to-back sends it. Hugh has a quad ready to survive so far. Oh, just about able to do a little bit more down stacking. Same thing, a
and
T-spin on the way down as well.
and right now, Hugh or Fluttershy is just downstacked everything. Not even feeling a single nerve or panicking situation there. Just calmly downstack all of Nuclear Bread's pressure.
But the surge, back-to-back times 9 surge at the end was enough to knock out Hugh.
Yeah.
Hugh building up the back-to-back sends it. but Red is not really phased by that.
Yeah, and and a couple of misdrops on Fluttershy's board, but able to find an opening to fix it. Nuclear Bread will send a surge. That won't do much, but they're both
He's
of them.
back.
Oh, well, caught off guard there. Fluttershy will take the lead.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Red. Hugh just goes for the quick back-to-back fall. Red also breaks early. I think that's to cancel some incoming garbage. Red had quite a
Oh,
nice bit of garbage to go down there, but the pressure from Hugh was... It was only a piece... Oh yeah, that was a good... It was a good down stack.
yeah, skim
Just
into
used two pods.
a skim into to a Tetris, I think. And,
Yeah.
I mean, even skims and like multipliers still is still valuable in Tetrio to take out an opponent.
Wow.
Okay,
Red with 14 back-to-back, 15, 16, 17. Sends
and
it
they
to
was
Hugh, and Hugh is dead.
yeah, a bit of complication with the bag there and the stack they had that blocked the well.
Mm.
That'll give Nuclear Bread the point. It's kind of what I mean, it's kind of what was discussed earlier that I mean, Nuclear Bread in the initially was holding on the surge with a bit back to with like all spins. That gave them an advantage that they're able to keep up with this. And
Whoa.
just like that.
Bread was sent up pretty high there, but their surge destroyed Hugh. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, in these situations, you gotta be prepared. When they have like a high surge, you have to find a quick way to try to cancel and hopefully try to come back. But even then, Nuclear Bread is doing a good job of just out pressuring Fluttershy. Ooh, and
Yeah, I
that
guess
garbage.
you can allow yourself
eh,
to get a bit high on the board if you know you can survive the incoming garbage from your opponent with your surge, and even knock them out like Nuclear Bread did there when they released their surge. That was yeah, I guess you could afford to be a little bit greedy. It paid off.
Yeah, but I guess it wasn't the round for Nuclear Bread right now, as Fluttershy takes a point back, tying it up once again.
Yes, we are now playing first to 7 Tetra League.
Real. All those myth shots from Fluttershy, just what, just like one piece off from the S piece, just wasn't able to make it happen.
Bread with TKI. And nice continuation as well. Going up to back-to-back 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breaks it. And Hugh is surviving.
Yeah, but with a bit of messiness just now, you did have to clean up a little bit, but they seem to be fine though. Did not affect them. Although now,
Even building up some surge there.
yeah. But right now, Nuclear Bird does have the stack advantage and looking to build up more surge. Does have the skim though, and they're pushed up right at the top. Oh,
I mean,
just fine.
just as you were saying that Nuclear Bread has stack advantage, though, Hugh had a nice clean board that they downstacked, and hence Bread is now on the back foot. But Bread also
Yep.
has clean, gets it down.
Dude,
You
these findings from Nuclear Bread is just paying off for them so well. And
Q
what
is
is happening
lagging
with
or
Fluttershy?
disconnected because their eyepiece is not dropping. Yeah, it's probably a DC.
Oh no.
Either that or there's going to be a zoning coming from
Oh,
Q.
oh my god. Yeah, you're
No,
right.
it's DC.
Nah.
It's a DC,
Oh
not a
no.
zone, sadly. I
It
don't
would be
actually know the
fun.
DC rules in Hummingbird. I know what they are in Tools. I don't know what they are in Hummingbird Nest. Maybe Sketch could advise what happens now.
Yeah. Or I guess I just assume maybe both players come back and they just top out until it reaches the same score. I mean, that's what I saw last time, I think. I can't remember though. But
Oh,
unfortunate for
6-4,
Fluttershy.
so the result stands. Okay. As in the top out counts as a... Sorry, the disconnect counts as a loss of that round for Hugh.
Oh, really?
Oh no, do first 6 Hugh top out once. Okay, so actually it'll be 5-4. No, that doesn't make sense. It'd be... If you're saying... It depends, Sketched. If you're saying it's first to... If you're saying it's 5-4, it would be first to 7. Because 4 plus 7 is 11. First to 7, Hugh tops out once. If you're saying it's 6-4, then it's first to 7, Hugh tops out twice.
Let's see.
Does Hugh top out once or twice? Are you counting it 6-4 or 5-4? I think how Tetra does it is it shows 6-4 because it counts the disconnect as a win for Bread. Yeah, okay, so that does count as a win for Bread. So yeah, it's 6-4. So yeah, Hugh has to top out twice. First to 7, Hugh tops out twice.
Mhm.
Correct. If they come back in time. Yeah. It's really cool seeing this high level gameplay because, to be honest, I subscribe. I love what Hummingbird Nest does. I don't sit and watch it loads, but actually commentating on it forces me to pay more attention. And the back and forth and the level of play everyone's playing at is very impressive.
Yeah. And I mean, it's also fun to just see their own skills and how they show versus an opponent with a different type of skill or play style.
Mhm.
It's interesting to watch, and then just sharing your opinions and thoughts about the match, such as right now, such as us right now. It makes it even more of a good environment.
Mm. But also, like, yeah, because I run tours, I'm more used to seeing tours play, and sort of SS level play is largely about not misdropping and down stacking better, I think, from what I see of that. Whereas at this level, although obviously Giga lost mostly to misdropping more, it seems like there's a lot more factors at play, especially in this current match, which is quite close. Yeah, it's...
Yeah, and I mean, for like a difference in like APM and versus score, both of them are doing a good job at keeping up with each other. Though Nuclear Bread does have the advantage of all spins, so it might be a bit troublesome for Fluttershy, but they seem to be hanging on well, regardless.
Yeah, it's interesting because Hugh's quite a lot higher rank, but Bread is playing better. Oh, okay. So Bread is saying in chat that Hugh might be dead. Oh, okay. Hopefully we get their computer back online. It's rough. I'm gonna get a drink quickly while we have this.
Me too. Need to take a sip. It's probably gonna be a long game.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, it's quite close. So even if Hugh comes back, yeah, it's gonna be long.
Yeah. And in general, the tournament too. I mean, it's really stacked. It's really stacked a little bit. I mean, I think I think the first time that's been stacked since I don't know. I mean, the couple of turns were pretty small, so for Stratosphere. So it's
Hmm.
nice to see a lot of good players come into play in this tournament.
Yeah, I still think Westel's the standout favourite though.
Yeah,
It's hard to
but
see Westel losing this tournament, but you never know. There's always upsets.
yeah, and I mean, from what I noticed, I mean, Jack returned from a hiatus, I think, and recently they've been
Mhm.
on the grind. I think, I think raised
Yeah.
up a lot in ranks in TL, so it'd be interesting to see how they play against Westel.
Okay, so maybe they'd be able to put up a good fight. Like I said, it's
Yeah,
no disrespect to Snowman. I think Snowman put up a very good fight, but obviously the score line didn't end up that close. It'd be interesting to see how well
yeah,
Jackman does overall.
yeah. I mean, I mean, literally stood up to Diao 2 times. I mean, it's a really insane. It's really a tough challenge
Hmm.
to go up against Westlow.
Apologies for anyone who's just tuning in now. We are waiting for some tech support for Hugh, who unfortunately I think their laptop died. Um, it's currently 6-4 to Nuclear Bread. Pretty close match. Obviously, Nuclear Bread playing slightly better, but as you can see on the screen, Hugh has significantly better stats in TL. So interesting to see if Hugh can bring it back if they're able to reconnect. But it's definitely the closest match we've seen so far.
It looks like the issue won't be resolved. So I think I think um I think I'm looking at Brad.
That's no good. Nuclear Bread
Unfortunate.
saying in chat that the PC confirmed dead. Damn, that is sad.
Oh, we need to see that, especially in a tournament qualifier for TWC. It looks like Nuclear Bread is going to move on in the bracket. We're gonna have a next. We're gonna have another match coming up next here. So we have CCA. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Versus Gladon. I'm not sure how to pronounce CZA or is it CZA Bulks or. But from what it looks like, they're both similar in TR and stats, so it's probably gonna be interesting to see how they do right in just a bit. Right now it's a warm-up match, so Gladon takes the warm-up round. We're gonna be moving into the real deal soon. But yeah, it does seem like that both players have similar stats. The only big difference though is the PPS, and it seems like Gladon have a little bit of a speed advantage versus CZA or SZA. I've been pronouncing it all because SZA and yeah, they both have similar stats except that the PPS is a big difference for both of them. So it'll be pretty interesting to see how SZA plays again. SZA bulks. Right now, SCA Bulks is pushed up right now, and it has a bit of piece messiness, and I don't have the board advantage to just take out the Bulks. Oh, that's Mike died. Oh no. Well, I hope Habs gets back here soon. But so far, Gladden has
Oh,
a
I
big.
didn't realize I was on mute. That is hilarious.
Oh,
Okay.
oh no.
I have been talking for a while. Uh,
Oh,
oopsie.
it's fine. We're back.
Thank you, Sketch, for pointing that out. Yeah, Bulks made it onto the Discord. Yeah, I didn't have Discord open. I'm watching the live Techo play, and then I've got stream on the other screen, so I just didn't see Discord. What happened there?
I think Gladden might have blocked their center forward. I'm not sure what happened there. It did look like the JP was blocking, like was on the edge a little bit, so it was
Yeah.
kind of blocking a portion of the center. That might have caused them to block the, unfortunately.
Gladon special, is it like a Gladon bug? The bug in the Gladon machine is the awkward forward setup. Well, Gladon wins again.
Yeah, right now Gladden has like a big lead. We'll have to see
Elaborate,
what.
Sandman? Snowman even? I'm sorry, I called you Sandman again. Elaborate. But yeah, Gladon's playing very well here.
Yeah, and right now, for both players, well, I was gonna say even though Gladden they had to skim a little bit, and as I say that Gladden will top out due to the oncoming pressure from SVA side. How do you pronounce it? I don't know. They pushed up at the able to find an opening. Gladden's still at the bottom.
Bolt's getting back into it. This drop threw Gladden off a bit there. Snowman says, what is Bulk's keyboard doing? Well, they were hesitating a bit with their piece placements there, but more or less back to neutral. Gladden a bit high up, but it's got some nice clean. Bulks is a little bit more cheese to get through. Downstacks it very nicely though.
And right now, Bulks has has a lot of clean. Has a center well ready to be open. Oh, but does block it. Yeah. Did block the center well a little bit. They had to break it. Right now, Gladden's pushed up at the top, but opens up their well, and yeah. With the amount of mistrust from both sides, that's going to give Gladden 2-point lead.
Bulk's getting some early back-to-back going. Gladden also had a little bit. I don't think Gladden even got surge, but finds an excellent early down stack. Means Gladden is in a pretty commanding position. Bulks uncovers their well, but not before taking more garbage. And has 2 lines of mess at the bottom to clear. Gladden looking pretty comfortable here, and indeed gets to the bottom of their board.
Yeah.
Bulk's not looking too bad either.
Yeah, both are pretty neutral right now. Gladden does have a well though open, but so does Bulks as well. Oh, but Bulks ended up blocking it though. But it's okay though, because there's another one. Gets pushed up a bit high at the top, and right now Gladden has a bit of cheese, and yeah, I think that S blocked the.
That's a
Block the
great
well
down stack
again.
from Bulks. Bulks is in a bit of trouble, but because all the garbage that pushed them up was clean, They're able to get back down. Gladon with a center full wide opener. Hello, Wombo. 19 spike off a 4 wide. Gladon's going. Who says 4 wide isn't viable in Tetrio? Oh, look at all that messy garbage on Bulks' board.
Yeah, I mean with the cheese, it's very difficult to come back if after Gladon does the center forward, they probably have something else ready to just send a bunch of pressure and give Bulks a hard time.
I think I've heard Gladon is known for that center forward, but you know he's clearly not relying on it. They are using other techniques as well, other openers.
Yeah,
Wasn't.
I mean when I played them countless of times, all I've seen is either stick spin and center forward. I don't think they go for anything else.
Yeah.
Though they do misdrop their stick spin over there. You have to skim a bit, but a little bit they're fine.
Now but Gladden able to recover and is building back to back. Times 7. Looks like probably doesn't need to break it anytime soon. Still at the bottom of their board. They can just keep building this back to back. How high can they go? Breaks it now. Probably sensible. Bolts was in a dangerous position, but just about survives.
One finds a nice multiplier.
Maybe Gladden was wrong to pop it so early. Bolts survived better than they were expecting.
Yeah. That's kind of a bit risky. They just blocked their well for that T-spin dono. But it doesn't seem to be affected by it though. Though that garbage sent from Bulk side is not gonna do justice for Gladon.
That's funny sketch. Maybe that's why Gladden likes it. Or maybe they liked it on comms because they used it. I can't remember which way around it is. It's like when I get excited when I see Promo do 6-3, which is all the time because I love 6-3, and Promo shows it's viable to just 6-3 all the time. Gladon's got garbage first, but doesn't look like they're particularly uncomfortable. And in fact has lots of clean here to work with.
Oh, but doesn't have the J piece to finish off that set. It was going for a bit of greed there, and that ended up blocking their well. Glad of capitalizing off of it. Glad I'm looking to build. Oh, well, I was gonna say glad I'm looking to build the surge, but they misdropped their setup there, and folks took advantage.
Oh yes,
Also the
excellent
nice,
downstack.
yeah, nice down stack.
Gladden building a fractal on top of the quad, but then messes up that bit, so can't maintain back to back. Not in a bad position though. Got clean to work with. Builds another T-spin on top of the clean, and again, and again. Gladon going for that pressure, even though their garbage is slowly creeping up. Has to break the surge there. Unfortunately, can't access the.
Yeah, and right now Bulks is at the bottom, and Gladon at an uncomfortable position with the cheese in the stack there. That's gonna tie it up.
99.
Maybe we might see a deuce. Oh well, there's no deuce here.
A tiebreaker.
Yeah. I see a tiebreaker here. Bulks was trying to time there, but fortunately they had like a rough garbage He had rough garbage and the bag wasn't just viable. Gladon 1 point away from taking this set, and Gladon is timing.
Oh
And
wow.
that's enough to just for Gladon to run away with it.
Ouch. Gardner finished it off with two very quick opener games after a long duel, close duel.
Yeah.
Snowman, are you worried you're going to have to play Gladon? I mean, Gladon's going to have to beat Giga. Does that happen often?
I mean, I'm not sure because I mean, I think Gladon below a top 100 if I remember or not. I mean,
Yes.
so I mean, it's pretty rare to. I mean, it's pretty rare to get someone below, but I mean, Gladon was top 100 before, so I think they should do okay against Giga.
Right, I didn't realize Gladon got so good they were capable of beating Gigawatt. That's wow. Just shows to show like you really can get as far as you want in Tetrio if, and it's not just about time spent though. It's more complicated than that. But like if you really practice hard and you just get good, basically you can get pretty high up. It'd be interesting to see how far Gladon gets this year. I should probably have a look at what the current TWC rankings are.
Yeah.
We have
And
got. Where's Gladon? Gladon is 64th at the moment, so
what's
just
other?
about in qualifying range. Obviously won't qualify this month because you have to be in top 16 for that. But it's
I
only 10
just
days to go, by the way, until that happens. Promo's at the bottom of that range.
it,
Gohan's at top.
I never realized
Um,
how fast the year has went. We're already in April and we're just about getting ready to hand out the first 16 invites.
Gigawatt's in 67th. Usually there's a few dropouts, so Gigawatt, if they stayed 67th, could still qualify eventually at that position. Snowman. Snowman's at 29th at the moment, flipping heck. So won't qualify this month if they stay there, but probably likely to qualify next month.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
Or
Snowman had got so good as well. That's pretty high, flipping heck.
yeah. I mean, who knows?
Q's
I mean,
pretty high as well,
there's
and Gemini.
there's yeah. And I
Sorry,
mean,
go
who
on.
knows? There's still a little bit of time to go until the first 16 invites are handed out. So there's still plenty of time to try to reach the spot, but it will be difficult considering how the first 16 players are.
Yeah, so I will commentate the match. I'm just looking at Snowman's rankings. I have to check. They haven't played in all the majors. Didn't play any UCAN. And I guess their minus scores could be even better. So yeah, Snowman could probably eke out a few more points. Anyway, it's Snowman playing, so it's relevant.
Maybe probably squeeze a little bit of Radiant, Stratosphere, and I don't know what else is in there.
The problem is the declining tournament numbers for them, but Snowman's placements in Stratosphere and Radiant so far have not been that high. I think their highest was 6. So, oh yeah, but that only got 9 points because it's too small. The highest that's it was 6. Radiant 127 got 23 points for that. So yeah, I think Snowman could probably get a few more points out of home bonus tournaments, but he needs to do really well in them. And obviously he's placing top.
Yeah.
We're in top 6 now, I think. So they're placing top 6 in this one.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a little bit of potential in their silver results. I'll see as we'll see how this plays out as this plays approaches for April. All right, right now, okay, let's get back to here. Um, I could have bread with a nice T spin, I think. Downstarts that a little bit, but right now Snowman is pressuring Nuclear Bread consistently, and yeah, that's really rough to deal with. Let's do justice. Snowman will take the second point. Snowman pushed up at a bit of the top, but Nuclear Bread doesn't have the too high point to make the STSD work. Unfortunately, it's got to be a top out for Nuclear Bread. Right now, Snowman is building up Surge right now. However, Nuclear Bird does have has the stack advantage. Oh, I don't really. I mean, the decision making was kind of abysmal there. Like it blocked up a little bit of the well, and some keys to get out. So unfortunately, it's not. Unfortunately, Nuclear Bird will have to top out there. Snowman has a 4-0 lead. We'll see what Nuclear Bread could do here. But right now, Nuclear Bread's board state is not looking very good, but I mean, it paid off somehow. I mean, with the cheese at the bottom, it looked really hard to get out. But Nuclear Bread found a way to strike back. Oh, Nuclear Bread caught off guard with Snowman's pressure. It's still it's still gonna be a 4-point lead. That all clear finish from Snowman though. That was already death there, considering Nuclear Bread already had a bunch of the garbage there. And oh my gosh, no. What? Oh, Snowman is just literally destroying Nuclear Bread as
Oh
we
no,
speak.
I'm still here, Sketchy. I just haven't said anything. Yeah, Snowman is popping off, doing
Yeah,
Snowman things.
I would have started for Snowman. If
Oh,
they
I'm
keep this
sorry
up,
to
they could.
disappoint you. I do love a mid-game PC.
Honestly,
I'll make sure
honestly,
to scream
Snowman is.
extra loud next time and give you a jump scare. Don't worry.
It'll be a Stacky Awards moment.
I mean, oh, can Bread get a foot in the door here, or is Snowman just gonna walk all over them?
because because right now it does seem like Nuclear Blade is letting Snowman do whatever they want, and it's really just paying it off for Snowman right now. They're just able to consistently pressure Nuclear Bread in the most unimaginable ways possible. I mean, I know Snowman is I know Snowman is really good at doing big attacks, but this is really insane.
Yeah, Nuclear Brenner's playing like zero point 0.6 pieces per second faster for most of that, and Snowman was getting pressured but just kept building back to back and then sends the surge, and Nuclear Bread can't deal with it. Nuclear Bread probably needs to make sure they go down a bit more rather than just going fast, so that they can survive the surge from Snowman.
Yeah,
Plonking's usually a good way of playing against a better player. Yeah, Nuclear's nice and low now. The problem is, though, then you've still got to find a way of killing your opponent, which is tricky. Because
yeah,
you basically hope that they eventually make a mistake. If they're very consistent, that's not going to be a reliable strategy.
yeah. And I mean, with the way how Snowman is playing right now, I mean, you could try plunking. I mean, there's no doubt about that, but it also depends of how the player is doing. I mean, if Snowman is just able to do these sort of things, like bursting and finding these like APM attacks, then it's probably will be a bit hard for Nuclear Bread to come back if it comes down to plunking. But we're just going to have to see because right now Snowman is a tiebreaker. Anything can happen, really. Oh, that was dang. Oh, and that's gonna do it. Snowman runs away with it.
Yeah, good game, Snowman. Commanding performance. Wow, almost identical speed. Snowman playing at significantly higher APM though. Just sending those surges. Yeah, Bread gets pretty much walked over. That's crazy. Snowman gets beaten 11-1 by Westall, and then Snowman beats Nuclear Bread 11-1. It just shows that the skill gap between Westall and the others, really. Yeah, it'd be very interesting to see how Westall does against Jackman.
And right now, I mean, anything is possible at this point with how stacked the tournament is, and we've seen a lot of high level play from not only Snowman but also Nuclear Bread as well. And they try their best as well. Unfortunately,
Oh,
Snowman did just had the upper key in this match.
and we're going straight into the next match between Gladon and Giga. Yeah, I'm very interested to see how Tours veteran Gladon does against general veteran Gigawatt. Um, and well, neither's dead so far.
And I
Both,
mean,
both are
Gail's
very
doing
much with trouble.
that's that spike from Gladon. Yeah, I mean, right now Giga is doing mostly skipping this and right now and Gladon was doing a little bit of pressure, but Giga's just was able to try to find ways to get. Giga's looking to build Surge with this. But that's to cancel that specific. Gladon at the top a little bit. It doesn't seem too affected. However, Giga does have a nice attack EPM at the top. Giga misdrops the S and IPs. Those were some bad placements from Giga's. That was a 2-point lead for Glad. Giga misdropping the piece, giving Glad another win. Yeah, so far Giga's off to a rough start. But I will say that though, Clown did show some misdrops on their side as well. Toby Giga, her first point of the set.
Oh, that's cool, Janju, bro. Were you do you watch it on YouTube? But like the VODs on YouTube, but you didn't realize it was live. That's cool. Well, welcome to live Stratosphere.
Yeah, welcome. We had some good games so far, and it's still stacked in the top 8, top 6 ish. So you'll still be able to see quite some good matches in a bit.
Radon versus Giga on loser's side is it's pretty cool.
So downside from Gig.
Also didn't realize the famous Red Lyra is here as well. Hello, Red Lyra, if you're still around. I would always say that name Lyra, but Wiley always says Lyra. It sort of catches on. All clear. Yeah, look, it's the all clear mid-game PC.
Let's go. Let's go. Love to see it. I'd love to see that PC there from Giga. And Giga ties it up 3-3.
Sketch didn't switch to my webcam for the dab.
Damn. Glad on trying to build Surge, but did misdrop their piece there. Couldn't quite fit in. And Giga just sending like a 4 stack to Gladon. Yeah, so far both players are on neutral. Not much going on. Giga does have some garbage, but does have quite a few openings. However, those misdrops are really, really abysmal right now. And is pushed up at the top, but Giga finds a way out. Gladon at the bottom right now. Giga misdrops again. But oh my god, that find from Gigawatt. That was really clever. And I'm not sure what Giga was trying to do there. They're trying to find a T-spin, I think. Oh, was that a miss-hill from Giga's side? I'm not sure. But Glad takes the point, taking advantage of Giga's unfortunate mistake.
No! Sketch. Oh, wow, that was a quick early spike. Oh, I'm glad your food's okay. Food has been saved. That's good to hear. Gladon is indeed cooking. Better than Sketch Purple, apparently.
I mean, you gotta have it like ready to go. That's what Glad was trying to do, but Unfortunately, didn't do much though, but still was a solid forward nonetheless. And Giga's in trouble a little bit, but able to find that opening. Oh, that misdrop, that J misdrop, wasn't quite able to skim that. That blocked the skim. Yeah, right now Gladon has a 3-point lead, and Gladon's now going for the forward again, but not much this time as they have to cancel it a little bit. However, Giga is just facing a lot of misdrops right now, but still trying to find a way to get out of the situation. But with the constant pressure from Gladon, like, is just barely able to get it out, like, a-okay, like nothing ever happened. And I think we're experiencing a little bit of desync right now. I had a little bit of a pause.
It looks okay to me.
That TSS find from Gigawatt though, and to that down stack. Pushed up at the top. Giga lives another day, but you know, with Cloud at the bottom, I mean, it's a bit troubling. But Giga's just able to survive everything. I mean, lots of crazy survivals from Giga, and right now Gladon having a little bit of a mess for just a moment, but before we're able to clearing it up. And Giga now has the stack advantage, looking to build some efficiency. But as I say that, they misdrop a couple of pieces. Gonna have to cancel it. Yeah, both players.
Fractal from no, but I think Gladon keeps doing that. Keeps building like a fractal and then killing it. I'm sure. I think it's. I've noticed it this tournament. I think it's Gladon I've seen do that. It seems a bit weird to me. Probably unintentional. Had to do a mini forward there, just cancel out of it. Now has a line of self-made cheese at the bottom. Does get through that for Gladon.
And
Oh, that's desync there, yeah. But it's
yeah.
okay. Gladon's zone does not hit very hard. I guess they weren't sending much.
Oh, that tug from Gigawatt to execute that T-spin setup. That was really nice and smoothly done from Giga.
I thought Giga was just lucky with the down stack there, but okay, so she did a tuck to set it up. That's good to know. Didn't notice that.
Oh, that downset from Gladon. Unfortunately, didn't do anything.
Yeah, but now Giga's at the bottom, yeah. Ooh, that's an efficient T-spinning.
Yeah, Giga's looking to build stuff, but she did have to cancel it though.
Giga at the bottom again. Gladon's got a nice well to work with. Gladon in the zone. What's going to come out of the zone?
Oh no.
Okay.
It's so predictable when this happens. You just may never know.
I don't know if Gladon's got a zone button or it's just genuine lag. I'd hope Petria would be able to detect it if it was some sort of zone button. I'm sure it is just lag.
Oh, Gladon with that Obis drop. And Giga is comfortably at the bottom right now. Oh, but does block a little bit of the well. Oh, but I mean,
zone isn't
we're able
enough for Gladon to win that.
Yeah, unfortunately, their P-piece misdrop on the side, and with a couple of D6 zones, this wasn't able to happen. It would be pretty entertaining, though. Oh, but
Wow. Another win from Giga. Puts Giga in the lead.
yeah, I think this is their first. I think this is their first lead this whole set. I think. That's so. Oh, but Giga down stacking that whole thing put Gladon in some really bad pressure. I will give a 2-point lead.
Yeah, can Gladon bring it back? Gladon was ahead before. Put off the upset, but... I mean, Gladon still got it. Giga seems to be surviving the early pressure, though. Gladon can
Yeah.
mid-game, as we've seen, so... I mean, Gladon could still pull it through. Giga's got the surge advantage here. Sends it. Gladon is pretty high up on the board, so can't survive. Well sent from Giga.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a misdraw from Gladon. Can be really tough to deal with when Giga. Well, now it seems like Giga is now sort of starting to wake up. I mean, as I say that, she does misdraw. She's able to clean it up very perfectly and find ways to just, come back.
What opened? Was that a full wide from Gladon? I'm guessing it was. I wasn't paying enough attention. That was big down stack. Gladon's got, wow, a lot of self-made mess there. That is, oh dear. Oh dear, such a strong down stack out of the opener, but I don't know what they did after that. And now Giga has 4 match points plus tiebreaker. 5 match points, really.
Yeah, I mean that turnaround from Giga though, like struggling a bit initially, but now she was able to bring it all back, and now it's that tiebreaker. And now Gladon's the one. And now Gladon's the one that's sort of having a bit
No.
of trouble.
Gladon, no!
Unfortunate for Gladon. Giga will move on to face Snowman.
Gladon! Gladon! Oh, Gladon's knocked out. The Tor's legend is dead. Long
No.
live Gigawatt! And Gigawatt now has to face Snowman in what will be a ferocious battle, I'm sure, as will Westel versus Gemini be a ferocious battle. We have lots to look forward to still.
I mean, as I said before, we already know that Westel is a really, really tough opponent, more like a juggernaut to deal with. He's gonna be a quite a challenge for Jack, aka Gemini, to face. But I think, as I mentioned previously, that Jack has been on the grind recently and has shown increase in ranks and a bit of versus score in APM. So I guess Westel is a challenge, but we'll see what Jack could do here.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for Jack to even hold their own here. To even hold his own here, probably. Obviously, yeah, C2. So if anyone's going to beat Westel, it's probably Jackman. But oh, it's going to be rough. Yeah, Jack's 3 PPS. Once upon a time, that was fast. Now that's just standard for top X Plus players. And Westel is Westel, 4.6 average at the moment, but obviously can play at 5 or above. As Garbo says, maybe when Westel hits 8 PPS, he'll be able to beat Isley. He's not quite there yet, but he just keeps getting faster. So maybe one day.
I mean, there's always a chance to phase me out, but Like as of now, we've seen from many times again from DL. I mean, it just shows that like it's really, really, really tough to stand up against DL. And Westall has shown it a few times, but when it comes to stamina, it really takes a toll on whether
Yeah.
it's confident against the.
But I mean, we're still playing in more minors like this. Maybe they'll get enough practice to have the stamina to beat Isley next time he plays him. But yeah, I assume Westel's probably practicing quite a lot. Like, he's got a good chance of winning the Tetra World Championship this year, but obviously at the moment, Isley, the winner from 2023, is still the favourite. So Westel's still got catching up to do. He's lost, I think, is it 5 majors now to Ice? I don't know if Westel got to the finals of all of them. Isley's won 5 majors.
I think Westall might have lost 3 majors to DL.
Uh,
I think it was Star Cup.
so I
It
won't talk
was
about
Star
more,
Cup,
but I don't know enough about them, to be honest. Yeah,
Cup,
Westel.
Apple Orchard.
No, Westel came second in EU Cannon, Star Cup, and Apple Orchard. Yeah, you're right. So 3 of 3
Yeah,
tournaments,
yeah,
and
and
Isley
two. It's
won all of them.
yeah, and I mean
And
two of them were Westall stood up against DL, and in one of the tournaments, Apple Orchard Cup, where Westall, I feel like wasn't there. I mean, I don't think Westall didn't have the stamina to face off DL from
well,
what I saw from Apple Orchard.
Isley's just doing the same thing they did in 2023, playing all the majors and winning all of them. So overcapping the majors, stopping anyone else from getting top spots. Just being the ultimate gatekeeper boss. Icy hasn't played a single silver, which is really bad, by the way. You should play silver tournaments. They're fun. So we like Westall for that. Thank you, Westall, for playing some Stratosphere.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, even though silver is not much as platinum or gold or super silver, I mean, still take advantage of the points, especially now that we're at the moment where we're starting to send invites to the main events.
I don't know if Westall can get any points out of this, actually, because I don't think it's big enough. Because Westall's actually won all of. Yeah, okay, Sandman's right. It's too
Yeah,
small.
yeah.
16 players. Westall's already got first in silvers of at least 16 or more. So, yeah. Well, maybe Westall will just overcap their silvers like Icy overcaps their
Yeah.
majors.
Very
6.25 PPS from Westall. Yep, normal.
I mean, that's
Perfectly
expected.
normal.
Yeah, don't worry.
6
It's super
TPS
expensive.
LST, completely normal.
Yeah. I mean, look at it. With the donation, all spins, and Jack also trying to build all spins of their own. Oh, well, Westall's able
Westall
to.
has to break.
Westall's breaking it, surviving that. Jack almost had Westall there, but I mean, like I said before, Westall's really good at downstairs. From what it seemed like.
Yeah, being really good at downstacking and being a 5 PPS demon is a pretty devastating combination.
Yeah, I mean, you have to do so much to be able to take out Westall.
Like, it's nearly dead. Breaks a surge, goes down. Okay, builds up another surge, breaks it again.
Right now, Jack is doing a good job.
Yeah, neutral. Although, actually, Westall has 5, 6, 7 back to back. 8, 9. J-spin. 10 with Z-spin. Breaks it.
Yeah. Yeah, right now, Jack does.
Oh, gets another all spin there. T-spin. Then breaks with a triple.
That mission from Westall.
Westall's dead.
Ooh.
God bleeds.
Oh my gosh. It's it's 1-1. It's tied up.
It's all tied up. If only it were a first to two. But Jackman has got to survive a first to 11 against the Sauron of TWC.
The Juggernaut.
Isley is more
But
buff, by the way.
yeah.
Actually, no, CZ is more goth because CZ retired. So I guess Isley must be Sauron. West was Saruman? Anyway.
We're just naming. We would just be naming people, like compare like the newcomer versus the veteran.
Oh, did they, Zorks? Well, I think the CZ's always played some CZ's always played some Tetrio friendlies, but he doesn't want to play tournaments. So I mean, he's retired from tournament play. That's why I'm referring to him as more goth. Like,
Yeah,
very
I mean,
strong. Might still be one of the strongest Tetrio players, but we don't really know because he doesn't play tournaments.
yeah, yeah. I mean, in general too, because CZ doesn't play TL either, so it's really hard to judge whether CZ still has it or not. I mean, at this point, there are probably some players that might have overtaken. I mean, I won't say anything because I don't know, but
So I
I
don't
mean,
want to
it's
talk about this too
possible.
long, but Cavs said they were retired and then ended up still playing in tournaments, and obviously is playing TL and stuff. So doesn't play tourneys. Okay. Yeah, it's weird because like Psychic Gohan could be really good as well, but Psychic Gohan doesn't play tournament, so it's very hard to know who's actually good, who's actually the best at Tetra League Season 2. Yeah, I know he plays LANs, and yeah, he played in the Matrix, but that was TC. He doesn't play in big Tetra online tournaments, or even minor ones like this. Online ones. Yeah, like TWC looks like it's between Westall and Isley. And then you've got, yeah, CZ. CZ, we don't know how good he is at S2, really. You've got Kaboozled, who's currently on top of Tetra League, so Kaboozled's probably very good. And Psychic Gohan, who's currently in number 3, also seems very good. But they don't play in tournaments, big online tournaments, so we don't really know how good they are.
Yeah, I mean, I think in
Probably plays
general too. I
TL,
mean,
but yeah.
yeah, they don't play much TL.
Yeah,
So
again, friendlies sketched. It's sort of tournament play. I like, yeah. I understand why CZ retired. It was too much pressure, but anyway, we're 5-1 in the winners finals of Stratosphere. I'm sure CZ is still. I don't know about Goated. It's really hard to judge. There's a lot of really good players at the moment.
oh, that big. I mean, as expected, Westall with that big garbage send to Jack. Jack caught off guard or
CZ
wasn't.
was unquestionably the best Tetria player. Now, with CZ having retired from tournament play, it seems wide open to me. Flashback 9, 10, 12, 13. Westall is demonstrating a commanding performance here in this particular match and tournament, though. Can Jackman keep in it? Jackman is surviving.
In Jackman is doing a good job at also building up surge whenever needed. To of course, but of course there are moments where Jack does have to break it. So is I mean against Westall it's probably hard to keep up surge considering how fast Westall goes and it's just able to have that train of thought.
Westall's on back-to-back times 6, 7, 8, 9 with a Z spin, breaks it, sends nothing to Jackman, who's at the bottom of their board, so It's pretty neutral. Westall's got garbage, but can build T-spins. Spin down to that quad well. Send the quad. 11, 12, 43 spike! And
And
yet Jack
Jack's
Bird is alive! 43
Jack,
spike, and Jack Bird goes, nope, that is nothing.
yeah, you gotta do more better than that, buddy.
43 spike. 43 strike. Nothing. Jackman sends a 23 spike to Westall, who also goes, yeah, what are you talking about? I can take that. Jackman's
Look
back up
at
to 11, 12,
that
14,
continuation. That
15,
continuation of Jack, though, to just be able to get down while keeping up
17,
surge,
18. I love counting number in Season 2.
send it,
30
and
spike.
Westall.
Westall's alive! Westall's alive! How is Westall alive? Jackman is also surviving this counter pressure. Westall starts to put up surge again. Jackman needs to stabilize quickly. Westall doesn't really let Jackman stabilize because Westall sends the surge. Jackman can't cope and finally tops out Jackman by catching him out when he was at the top there. That is well-timed surge send from Westall. Finishes that insane trade.
Yeah, it's so comical. It's actually insane just how.
What was that?
Oh,
5.5 pieces at 321 APM? Hello? That was like T-spin, 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 back to back, back to back, back to back, surge, down stack to the jowl stack to the bottom. Oh my word, that was a crazy game from Westall. Although it also wasn't, because this is just Westall.
yeah.
Oh, Westall's LSTing again. Oh, LST, I think so. Pattern stacking of some sort. Someone stop him. No, well, Jackman's not stopping him. That is another game for Westall.
Yeah, Jack was not able to finish that TSD off. Unfortunately, he has to take a round, but I mean, it's really comical though. Because Jack could probably have more better chance of surviving
11.
West though.
12, 13, sends. 42 spike.
Jack doesn't have the right
DPS.
pieces.
Oh my word. That is so satisfying though. You build. It's very clever from Westall Edge. Of course, it's very clever. You keep up that back to back, and then you make sure you can down stack, even as you're taking garbage. So when you break that back to back, you combine it with the down stack, just like you did there. 5.3 PPS sends a huge spike at blistering speed. Your opponent just can't cope. They're at the Adio's at the top anyway. It's like he's sending pressure just by building up the surge, and then which sends your opponents to the top because you're going so much faster than them that just completing T-spins puts pressure on your opponent. And then while they're at the top, you finish them off by you finish them off by breaking that surge and then down stacking with a multiplier on top of that. So your opponent just doesn't have a chance. They're struggling to get down, and then they get a 40 spike sent their way, and they're like, well, that's 2 boards of garbage on top of me being at the top of my board. Yeah, that's game.
Yeah.
What can you do?
I mean, with what you just said, I mean, it's really, I mean, depending on the player, how fast they are, just find like after the surge and then just doing the skimming and all of this, and they just continue. I mean, it's really hard to get out of. I mean, especially with a player like West, though. But I mean, Jack was able to show that they still could survive for just a margin amount,
There was definitely a good game in the middle there where they were trading massive spikes to each other. But then again, so on top of that opening pressure, Westall can do that in the mid game as well. And Westall can survive and downstack. So even if you do manage to sort of catch Westall off guard, Westall will find a way of getting out, and then they're no longer off guard. And Gemini was able to take a point off at the start, but that was it. 1.2 PPS speed gap, 45 APM efficiency gap. Well, not efficiency, but more power. I guess actually Jackman's probably more efficient given the PPS gap. But yeah, that was.
It was a
How do
really
you beat
whole lot.
Westall? Unless if your name is Isley, how do you beat Westall? Um,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Just, I mean, you have to do a whole lot, like a lot and a lot, just to take down Westa.
I was saying it does feel like Tetra in general is very competitive, and there are a lot of players at the top. Equally, in terms of in terms of Tetra World Championship, it feels like it's basically just Isley and Westall duking it out for the title already. I
Yeah,
mean, that could change. There's still several months to go, but that's what it feels like.
I mean,
Isley is somehow able to survive against Westall because they're just that good. But I mean, Westall's terrifying against basically anyone
yeah,
else, as we can see in this tournament.
and I feel like it's something to go back because I mean, they did. I mean, they mentioned like after TWC 2023, they will have 1 year of rest and then they will come back. I mean, it's like they're like they just want more players to like have a better chance at the title, and right now it does show. Except Westo is probably have a high chance of beating Diao if you know they able to practice more with their stamina.
Yeah, no, I agree absolutely. Sandman, of course, also very strong. Sandman versus Giga. Oh, another exciting match. This will probably. I think this will be a little bit closer than Westall Jackman though.
Yeah, no down stack fine from Stallman though. They have a good decision making at the but right now Giga utilizing the fact that Snowman was pushed up at the top.
Yeah.
Now with
Investor in Westall. It's a risky bet though. Can Westall actually beat Isley? Can they get better than Isley within the next few months? Who knows? I mean, Westall's obviously improved at an extremely rapid pace over the last few years, so it's possible, but it's still a risky bet.
and yeah, I mean, like it's like you should give the upcoming player a bit of time before maybe they have something against DL because I mean Wetzel shows that they got it. I mean they could possibly beat DL, but you know as I said, stamina plays a big role, and I think DL has like an advantage with stamina from what
Yeah,
it shows.
yeah, you're right. I think you're right, Zorks. I think it is their bio. Sorry to Snowman. I think they got like a 60 spike or something near the start there, which was pretty scary. Downstacking again here pretty nicely. Obviously, Snowman's higher up, but yeah, they got easy garbage to get through. Can do a T-spin onto the quad. Always nice to send T-spin quad. So nice quick spike. Getting down again. I never say GG has a lot of cheese to get through, and yeah, no, Snowman has it all clean, and just, I mean, sort of naturally out pressures
Yeah, you know what I
Giga
mean.
there.
Either way, Snowman did have some surge looking to build up. You know, surge is really scary when you have it at some point, especially on a clean board. Snowman had some a bit of messiness at the top. I'm not sure what happened there, and Giga will take a point.
Giga with TKI, old and gold. I'm not sure what Giga's cooking there. I think they were trying to do something else because that build does not do anything. Yeah.
Yeah,
Snowman takes that bit of a probably an open miss drop from Giga. Well, sort of open a follow-up misdrop. And another
Snowman
one.
timing.
JP's supposed to go there. Oh, builds a T-spin on top. Okay, okay.
Right now, Snowman
Yeah,
is
that's
timing. Is timing it a little bit. Yeah, that pushes Giga up just a little bit. It does have that L drop. It doesn't seem to affect her too much. And Snowman is looking to build up Surge. What the? Wait, what happened there? Wait,
Nasty misdrops from Giga at the top, and then Snowman sends the surge at stuff. Oh, I don't think it's misdrops actually. I think maybe she saw the surge coming in and just went, "Yeah, dead. So I'll top out." I don't know.
we also seen this earlier too when Giga. I mean, there were moments where Giga did double misdrop a little bit. I wonder if it has anything to do with this. But right now, it's
15
Snowman.
back. Ow. So that yeah. Giga says yeah, it's nothing. Okay.
Giga at the bottom sets up a C spin, and yeah, right now, Giga's set a comfortable position. I know Snowman is a bit at the top though. Doesn't seem to affect him. Does cancel the surge, but it's enough to take out Giga. Right now, now Snowman has a 3-point lead. See what Giga could do here. And I think Giga is setting up DPC. Giga was 7 surge and Snowman timing that, but with that J placement there, I think that blocked off a little bit. Giga will take a point, cutting the lead to 2. Oh, but those mistrucks from Giga were. It'll become a 4-point lead again for Snowman. Right now, Giga has to cancel surge a little bit. Right now, Snowman looking to build up some surge of their own. Does so nice. He cancels it, skims a little bit, and takes the set. It's like what we've seen before. It's like what we discussed before about, the advantage of breaking surge at a certain amount, skimming, and that's really utilizing for Snowman's advantage. And so far, Giga is having a rough time now.
Yeah.
A mistrust from Gigawood again. Right now, Snowman has it's a 6-point lead. Giga has to do something to back from this. We've seen this before with Nuclear Bread when Giga was having a bit of a hard time, but able to come back. We'll see if it might happen this game. But it does seem like Giga is having rough time with pieces right now. Yeah, and like that's gonna take to a match point for Snowman.
Wow, Giga was keeping up at the start, but yeah, pressure from Snowman just too good in the end. I
Yeah,
think
and
Giga
these
lost some
costly
stamina as
measure.
well. Yeah.
Yeah, it does show that too. I mean, Giga Prod, I mean, those ledge shots were really horrendous from Giga. So unfortunately, it does seem like that
Yeah.
they did lose some stamina, yeah. I mean, they did well against Duke Bread though when she had when she had a rough start and then came back to tie it up, I think, or take it to match point. Unfortunately, it didn't happen here.
Yeah, Giga's slightly higher rank in TL, much higher in S1, and was a honorary TWC contender. So obviously decided not to play in TWC finals. But yeah, no, Giga looked pretty tired towards the end of that, to be honest. As was I
Yeah,
against
I mean,
and
I mean, it
you were
happened.
commentating most of that. But yes, that um, yeah, I think Giga gave it a good go, but was just out of stamina by that point. And Snowman was continued to be very consistent.
Yeah, I mean, it happens though. It
Yeah.
happens though. I mean, especially if a tournament goes on for long and it really like if you don't have that much of an energy for tournaments, then it might quickly die down. If you do have, I don't know. Either way, unfortunately, it didn't end well for Giga. There's still always a chance next.
Still can't believe Sketch Purple's a global moderator. They're so cool.
For real.
Global mod deals with tickets. Yeah, you get to post capybara. Tickets, emails, and upholds Homebird Nests like Atlas upholds the world. And runs Tools Asia open and Tools Asia keeping Mount afloat. Sketch just does everything. I feel tired just thinking about it, which
I
makes
mean,
sense
Flower
because
too.
they're interesting sleep pattern. Yeah, no,
Yeah, Flower
yeah,
too. I mean, they
you
both
have
did
clout.
something.
You have clout, and the fact is, you do a heck of a lot for this community, even if not all of it is fun. So, thank you, Sketched. Um,
Yeah.
I think
Shout
you're
out.
respected by everyone. I'm not aware of anyone who hates you. But I mean, given how many tickets you deal with, you've probably annoyed a few people. I know what that's like. So, but I haven't heard of them.
Yeah, shout outs. I mean, they did a lot for Hummingbird Nest, and with two like big weekly tournaments that happen for U rank floor, it's really insane. It's really insane for the Tetria community, especially in the TWC circuit. All right, Rick, can you start with the warm up match? I think we
Oh
got
yeah,
time. I think we got time to
straight.
review both players, but
Oh well.
yeah, I mean, I mean, we know that both of these players are like APM machines.
This is good though from Snowman. I think their highest placement before today was 6th, and currently they're getting at least 3rd for TWC.
Yeah, I think I don't know how much players are in in the bracket.
Only 16, I think.
Still a good amount. I mean, with that amount, it's still in a stack tournament like this. It's pretty impressive to come all the
16.
way.
3rd would get Snowman. It's still the second tier of silver, not the bottom tier. If he came 3rd, it gave him 19 points. And he's currently... Yeah, no, 19 points would count. The lowest he's got is 13 points from Tools Open 25, so that would no longer count. So yeah, Snowman's definitely getting some TWC points here. 19 would increase his total by 6. So it would take him to... Unfortunately, there's quite a big gap between him and Butchess, who's the next one up. So he wouldn't actually go up a rank, but it does increase his point total.
I mean, yeah. I mean, take it and let them find some for next time if another opportunity arises.
Snowman's betting they're going to take 6 rounds. Okay. I like how you talk about yourself in the 3rd person.
Right,
Well,
I mean,
you're 1-2 so far, so you're on, more or less on track for 6 rounds. Jack, building up back to back, sends it to Snowman. Snowman has back to back to send and return, does send it, and was surviving even without sending it actually. So sends a bit of pressure to Jack. Jack takes it into their stride though. Snowman, wow, Snowman makes it even. This will be really huge though. Snowman makes it to grand finals.
I mean, it's
yeah, it'd be a very good result for them. But it's not going to be easy to beat Jack. Jack survives here.
Yeah, like what we seen from Jack earlier was Westel just, I mean, able to survive big spikes. So I mean, even with a player like Westel, I mean, something has to do with especially somehow out pressure Jack, out counter attack, basically time. Timing is probably crucial in this because I think Jack is also good at timing as well. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, I think both players are doing a bit of timing. I can see some pauses. But, I mean, the play's so fast, it's hard for me to tell as a S- player.
Yeah.
I can, like, you know, see when they're doing spins and stuff. Helps the game tell when the game tells you when they're doing spins, but the spotting and timing and stuff's a little bit hard for me.
Right now, it's not like they had like a bit of a surge, but it didn't do much. Gets pushed up at the top, and Jack is still looking to build something. That's a nice T-spin to Tetris. Snowman right now is looking to build up surge and possibly counterattack Jack, and finds a down stack. Doesn't do much, but that was still smoothly done.
Well, Jack building T-spins on T-spins, but still being sent to the top. Snowman maintaining back-to-back. Decides to break it there. Interesting. I guess it's quite clean going down. Snowman probably knows that they've got a bit of cheese to get through, which they've got through. Oh, Jack's looking so clean though. Fractal on top of a massive quad well. Back-to-back times 13. That is death.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, Jack has some really lucky garbage there, I think.
Yeah, and with the well they have and the surge, with the stack, like with the garbage well, the stack, and so many opportunities for Jack to just put the game away.
Yeah. Jack looking in a good position here, that the well is not in as easy a place this time. So Jack does unlock it, but has to break Surge to do so. It's still sending a lot of pressure over to Snowman, though, and manages to top them out regardless. Come on, Snowman. My fellow my fellow tournament staffer, you've gotta hang in there.
We need the Hummingbird Nest plot armor for this.
All both matching each other on Surge. Jack breaks, Snowman doesn't. Snowman hanging there a little bit longer. Oh, is able to stay alive. Spends the pressure, has more down stack, but doesn't quite capitalize on it like sort of Westall does. And so Jack survives.
And Snowman dealing with a lot of pressure from Jack right now. Push out the top, able to get out, but Jack is still continuing to send pressure. Breaks the surge. Snowman survives it. And Snowman retaliates, able to put Jack in his place at the top. Some back and forth there. Snowman takes the point, cutting the deficit by 1. Snowman's right now is still continuing to look for these openings to build up surge and send them. At the top, Jack is at the bottom, looking to maybe build something up there. I could end up having to skin a little bit. The Snowman is
maintaining back to back. Back to back 10, back to back 11, and near the bottom, Jackman sends some pressure, but yeah, Snowman doesn't have to break right now. Snowman can chill for a bit. Yeah, it's gonna get another T-spin double. Quad. Another T-spin double here, yeah. And then breaks with incoming pressure, sending an 18 spike across Jackman, who is not really bothered by that, is going down. Snowman, I think, trying to... Oh, I thought they were going to build up back-to-back, but they got to get down. Still getting more pressure from Jack. Jack survived that big search and is just continuing to send pressure across the Snowman, who has now got a foothold. Back times 6 sends the surge, but Jack is on their way down, so not phased by it. Jack sends a 24 spike out of nowhere, and that is game. Flipping heck, that was a roller coaster of a round.
And doing their best to survive it, and also moments of trying to build up surge, like playing defense and offense too, is really crucial. Fortunate, but Jack able to come out on top of this. But it's not for this round though, as Snowman takes a point. Snowman building extended. Well, Jack with that S-miss drop. And there's no backing down as Snowman already had something prepared just in case.
Well, Snowman said they thought they could take 6 rounds. They're on 5, and Jackman's also on 5.
Looks like Snowman
surge, but Snowman does as well. Snowman should send here to block. Not early enough, I don't think.
Yeah, with those
miss
drops.
Sent that surge. Yeah, Snowman should have sent the surge and then downstack.
Yeah,
but they didn't have a clean solution.
Yeah, either way, I think. Well, I'm not sure what Jack had, but I mean, even if you had surge and then you send it off, you have to also be prepared in case they try to tank it. Like, yeah. Unfortunately for Snowman, I don't think it would have worked either way.
And another round has happened. Jack is now 2 ahead again. Can Snowman bring it back? Come on, Snowman. Sorry, definitely not biased comms. I'm a Brit. I love an underdog. Come on, Snowman. Yes. Yes, look at this. Back-to-back times 7. Jack is also keeping pace, though. Very similar situation. So it's a bit higher up on his board. Has to break. Jack also breaks. Oh, but with a bigger surge and a down stack.
Jack able to retaliate that. Just, oh no, what to do there?
Investalled in Westalled, and that was a win for them as a result.
They probably took the West matchup.
Boy. Or at least an attempted floaty boy.
That's the first time I ever heard that.
Floaty boy, it's a Wily term.
There's some Wily lore I don't know.
Wily calls floating T-spins floaty boys, and I think it sounds funny.
You see, I'll have to tune into the next tournament he commentates.
Oh, it's the floaty boy! I can't do an Australian accent, sorry. Gaming is happening. Jackman has the surge, sends it. Snowman is in trouble as a result. Has an out, but Jack's still sending pressure. Snowman doesn't have a good enough out.
Yeah, with the bag they had, they didn't have the L. I think it was like pieces.
If Snowman had gone a bit faster, though, they probably could have tucked the J and then got the quad down. Well, eyepiece down. I don't know. Maybe there was an out there, but I think they weren't fast enough, or hadn't found a better solution. In any case, it's now Snowman who's able to keep building up back to back at the start of the game. Choose to break it now. Okay, I guess Jackman's fairly high up. Jackman is surviving though, and now has lots of nice cheese to do. Lots of nice clean wells to deal with. Probably going to be quite a heavy attack game. Except Snowman has 2 lines of cheese to deal with. Jack has none.
Well, the T disruption with the Snowman.
No. Oh. Damn, it was 5-5, and then Jackman won 6 rounds in a row to bring it to 11-5. So Snowman's guess was not far off. 5 rounds, not 6. But it was 5-5. I'd love a player interview with Snowman right now. What happened? How did it collapse?
It was really close up until that point.
Well, yeah, because you were keeping pace with Jackman for half the match, and then it fell apart. What happened? I know Jack is really good, but it was 5-5.
Yeah, I mean, when the momentum dies down. I mean, when the momentum dies down a little bit, then you'll probably just lose track of what you're supposed to do or what your intention was.
Oh, okay. So Snowman thinks what happens is Jack just stopped misdropping, and Snowman was still misdropping sometimes. So okay, so it's basically the same as tours. Whoever misdropped more lost. Fine. There you go. I guess consistency is king as ever. Tetrio, yeah, sure. Yeah, but if you're clever, you can fix. I guess if your name is Vince, you can fix any misdrop into a crazy spin of some sort. But I guess if your name's not Vince, you can't necessarily do that. Yeah, you did get 2 EC points. Unfortunately, like I said, you were quite a long way behind Barchess in the rankings, unfortunately, so it doesn't get you very far towards gaining a place. But yeah, it's 6 points. Every little helps. I guess also, like, you don't need to overtake Barchess to qualify, you just need to stay above everyone else, so it does help.
Yeah, especially with the new structure change for the main events. I guess seeding when it comes to the circuit doesn't matter. Just need to qualify and just play in the Swiss bracket.
Is this meant to be first to 11? Does it not increase to first to 15? I'm guessing it's not like tours, it just stays first to 11 throughout. Okay, thank you. I was not familiar with the structure. So yeah, first to 11. Yeah, cool. Okay. We don't have crazy long friendly star matches. I'm also very glad that Homebird Nest doesn't have juice like a lot of Sorry, you probably hear that. Some boy racer outside going crazy. Bit of a problem we have in this town. Anyway, yes, the I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I'm glad Hamnestus doesn't have juice. Juices take forever. It can take forever, literally. But yeah, I mean, Jackman's surviving so far. Might make it to the minute mark. Wessel's building up 10, 11, 12. Sends, or just makes it past a minute.
Yeah,
This is against
wasn't
Westel.
able
The
to.
longer you can survive, the more impressive it is, I guess. But yeah, the 10 back-to-back. Actually, it was the same as before. It was the 10 back-to-back surge and then a down stack into a massive spike. It's, yeah, classic Westel.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that sort of like the meta for some people?
I guess so. It works for Westel.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you have the surge, and then after the surge, you have to down stack, and then try to pressure just as much so that way they still stay at a disadvantage. It really helps it when you think about it. But right now, Jack is doing a good job at surviving, being able to contend for now with Westel's pressure. With Westel's Westel's looking to build up surge, and Jack has to do something to build something in return. Oh, but those placements there, I don't think there was no way out with how the stack looked with blocking the well and the two hole well right there. Jack in trouble with those mistrucks there. If Westel already having an LST, that could have been probably dangerous. Westel with a bunch of floaters, and Jack really have nothing, no way out with the bag and the well being blocked off. And Westel holds a 5-point lead, 5-0 so far. We'll see if Jack takes a point to avoid a no sweep, or who knows.
Alright, Westel's at the bottom of his board. First to, sorry, back-to-back 18, 19, 20. It's a whole board of back-to-back. 21, 22, 23. Jack had a bit to sense. Was able to get it, I think, to 19. It's at 19, minus 19 on their board.
A downside from Jack. That opening from Westel. That was such a clean opening, able to just put the eyepiece, and now it's building up surge. But Jack, I think, the Westel forced to break it though, as found a solution to retaliate. But right now, Westel's at the LST, which could probably be dangerous. If we know how Westel is with LST, just continuous stacking. Westall will send the surge though.
Also,
And
Westall's
Jack,
setting. I mean, I guess it's nearly 2 minutes. Westall's sitting at 240 APM rather than 300, which they sometimes hit with the LST. I guess, yeah, they mixed in at LST, but they're sort of back to freestyle now.
yeah.
6-3 actually, 3-6. The 3-6 transitioned completely seamlessly into 6-3 and break surge now.
Yeah, Jack at the very top, and unfortunately doesn't have a way out without the stack. So, Westall having that comfortable board state will put the round away. And Westall just speeding through this LST going on with a back-to-back 15. Like, we'll send it, but Jack somehow finds a way to survive it. Jack lives another day, and Jack is now doing the back-to-back surge of their own, but Mist drops it at the top. Has to get out quickly, but couldn't find a way out. I think they did though, as it seemed like. I think they had the LPs, but I guess they probably mishold there. Unless something I missed. Couldn't quite get out though, unfortunately.
Batman getting back to back going. Has a nice down stack. Oh, has to clear the triple though, otherwise I think they're basically dead. Breaks the surge. Sends Westall right to the top.
Oh,
Westall's dead! God bleeds again.
no sweep for Jack. As Jack found a nice transition to I think what was like two Tetrises in a T spin, I think, from what I saw. And that worked to put Westall off guard. But right now Jack is the one to be put off guard.
11-second round. Jack really has to dig in to take a game, let alone more than one game.
Westall just sending continuous pressure over. Sends the surge, won't do much though. Jack will live. Oh, but the eyepiece spin from Westall though will continue on the surge, the back to back. Jack Jack having to downstack this, forced to downstack this. That clutch, but isn't able to get to the other pieces in time to try to complete a skim. That was some nice decisions. That was some nice transitions from Westall there. Oh, pushed up at the top, and Westall skimming all the way through that, sending some
Nice
cheese
ball.
over.
So I was getting distracted by the races outside again. Okay. 10-1. Can Jackman take the second game off Westall somehow?
From what it seems like, Jack is now going a bit speedy right now.
Ooh, this is good. This is good. Oh, breaks the
Oh,
back to back. Building up on again though. I mean, short
Jack,
back to backs to keep Westall off their balances might be a good idea actually.
yeah, and Jack was looking to time that.
Oh, Westall's got
Westall,
lovely well.
yeah, this might be troublesome for Jack if
Oh, but now
they're not
Jack
able to
has done lovely
manage
well.
it.
And Westall's got the
Oh,
cheese.
we might see a second, but Westall's able to downstack that all the way back down. Jack edged the surge, has to skim, but Westall has but did cut off a bit of the surge and the stack a little bit. is pushed up at the top. Jack is looking to try to build something from this. Downstack that, but Wessel is just fine, like unaffected from it. And Jack is still trying to survive Westel's pressure as much as he can. And Weston is at a comfortable position to just put the game away, and oh, that's not enough to get to the eyepiece. Westel takes
Wow.
Stratosphere 128.
11-1, but Jackman put in a pretty good fight there. Again, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story. Yeah.
I mean, no doubt. Though. I mean, even Westel's surge and pressure, like Jack's still able to find a way to just counter everything, tank it, time it, like all of these things.
Oh,
It's like,
did my camera die? Yeah, carry on. Oh, there it is. Hello.
okay, what are you doing? But yeah,
I saw my
just
camera on
everything
the
we.
commentary.
Yeah.
Hey, go on.
So like what we see from Jack is like able to tank it, able to time it, like doing all these things to sort of just try to contend just a little bit from Westel. But of course, I mean, from what we see from Westel, like Westel finds a way to just get out of there. But Jack did put up a good fight in terms of defense and also a little bit of offense as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's really something to see. A really good thing to see. Really interesting. So yeah, I think. So yeah, I think Jack gets. Since this is 16, I think Jack gets 20. Um, how much does Jack get? 25 points. This is a silver with 16 players. Jack will get
Yes.
25 points.
Yeah. So
West.
25. What's their username now? Oh, Gemini. Gemini.
Yeah, Gemini.
35th gets 25 points, so it increases their lowest. It knocks off their lowest, so it increases their score total by 11. Puts them on 151, which jumps them up 2 places above LM Finish.
Yes.
But yeah, oh yeah, go support our Homebird Nest. Donate, join the Discord. Yeah, and check out the ridiculous number of TWC qualifiers they're running, and join the next one if you're at least due rank, or
Yeah,
if it's
take
a major
advantage
like
of.
Prism, you just joined anyway. But yeah,
Take advantage of the points as much as possible since we're nearing the end of April and many more months where and now it's time just about the time where we send invites to TWC, the main event.
but yeah, we're about
Take
to
advantage
end.
of it.
So, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Danny, for carrying commentary. Sorry for losing attention sometimes, but that was really interesting gameplay. Obviously, amazing stuff, and yeah, we look forward to the next one. See you soon.
It's been fun commentating with you. Thank you guys. See you next time.